AITA for blocking my neighbor's car with my garbage. AITA for blocking my neighbor's car with garbage. For context, I live in townhouses on a reservation in Ontario. There is no parking for visitors. Each unit gets 2 spaces. I have 1 car, my neighbor usually parks 3 cars. I don't have visitors too often, so I don't mind if my neighbors use my visitor spot when I'm not using it. I do, however, always put my garbage out in my visitor spot so that I don't block my own car in. My neighbors decided that was an invitation for them to park in my main space. I pulled up and seen I had nowhere to park. I knocked on the door and asked them to please move their vehicle. The woman said, "I only parked there because you blocked the other spot with your garbage." I said, "We each get 2 spaces, you're welcome to use my extra space when I'm not using it." She began muttering about how she's First Nations and she's from here. Which could only mean that she felt entitled to my space. Just because my husband and I are blonde hair blue eyes doesn't mean we are not status members of our community, so it felt a bit racist. This interaction felt extra disrespectful since I've had guests and they had nowhere to park and I left it alone. I've also shoveled their space, brought back their empty garbage bins because I was already grabbing my own after pickup, picked up their McDonald's wrappings and other miscellaneous loose garbage from the front of my unit, and just generally have tried to be a good neighbor. She did end up moving her car but continued using my space. This neighbor or the teenager kids, I can't say for sure which, actually went as far as to shovel their snow over onto my freshly shoveled parking spot and walkway. I quietly set a boundary with myself that the friendly neighborhood help from my end stops now. No more silent gestures of kindness. So I continued putting my garbage in my guest space on garbage day, but now directly behind her car. She actually came out and moved the garbage into my main spot so she could leave. I went out and moved it back straight away. She pulled back up several minutes later and looked dumbfounded, just parked for several minutes probably deciding what to do. So we have been playing musical chairs with the garbage. AITA. It may be petty, I could walk further and put it somewhere else, I suppose. Submitted by /u/dry quiet 5305.